Oh, hey guys, Steve from the Tech Buzz Gaming here, and yeah, I was just getting in some Metal Slug here on my Neo Geo CD, and that's what I want to talk to you about in this video. So stay tuned right after this. All right, so as you guys know, I've been heavily collecting for the Nintendo Entertainment System, being able to collect the complete North American collection. But one of the other things that I've really actually been collecting for is the Neo Geo CD. Now, I'm not looking to get the whole system. I'm not looking to get a complete North American or Japanese collection. And I'm not an expert when it comes to the Neo Geo CD, so I want to preface that so the Neo Geo community doesn't come after me. I know there's a lot of people who don't like the Neo Geo CD. They feel that it's very slow, and it can be slow, and that its load times are even slow, and they just feel like you should just go with the AES. Now, one of the things that I've found in the community is there's a lot of great people in the community in the Neo Geo. And one of the things is I've managed to pick up a bunch of games for the Neo Geo CD. Now, I know you can copy the library and have it, you know, complete to where you can play a lot of the games that are expensive. They range anywhere from $100. I've seen them all up to $600. Some of the Metal Slugs and whatnot. But when I was at the TORG Gaming Expo, a viewer of the show, Project Retro Games, he came up to me, he watches a lot of the YouTube videos, and he's like, hey, I've got some repros for you. And he wanted to hook me up with them so that, you know, I could play some of these games. And so in my TORG video, I talked about, you know, I'll show some of the gameplay with some of the footage. And some of these games are great because a lot of the Neo Geo CD titles have disc rot. It came from an era where disc rot was very prevalent in the CD games. It wasn't until a lot of more modern games, CD games, that the disc rot isn't as prevalent as it once was. So with that, it's all about preserving your original copies. And they do an excellent job of making replicas so that you can enjoy them and play them with your friends. So one of the games that he had hooked me up with is Real Bout Fatal Fury. If you're into fighting games, this is a game you want to check it out. Take a look at the footage here. All right, now another game that he had hooked me up with is Real Bout Special. This is another Fatal Fury game, and if you look inside here, again, they did an excellent job. Now, one of the things with this game, I mean, they include the tags and such with them, and I always stick them inside, but I actually had purchased the original Japanese version of the game. Now, this is the American version, so now I don't have to play my Japanese version that also has the tag. As you can see, it's got the Japanese writing and it got the little protector, which I find is very, very cool. So I'm able to take the copy that they made for me, use it with my friends and play it, and tuck it away in my library and not have to worry about, gee, is something going to happen to it? But if you've never played Real Bout Fatal Fury Special, take a look at this clip. Now, one of the things that has really driven me to the Neo Geo is the shmups. I am a big shmups fan. I love shoot 'em ups. I love those types of games, and having them on the Neo Geo CD, not having it as a kid, I get to relive a lot of those games and play some of those games. And one of my favorites that I found on the Neo Geo CD is Aero Fighters 3. Now, these games can get pricey as you start going, but now having them redone to where they look just like the originals and with the complete with the tags is phenomenal. So Aero Fighters 3, check this out and tell me what you think about this game. All right, another game that he had given me was The Last Blade. Now, this is a fighting game. It's a weaponized fighting game, and we're going to take a look at some footage here. I want to play this with some of my friends. A lot of the people that I've talked to in the past, they don't like fighting games on the Neo Geo CD because it's a bit slower than modern titles. But let me know what you guys think out of some of the games that I'm showing here. What are your favorites with this? And do you have any favorites on the Neo Geo CD that maybe I should take a look at to get for my collection? So let's take a look at the footage. All right, another game that I picked up, and this is from a company called Pixelheart, and they are still making some games. They're kind of like indie developers, I guess you could say, but they're making like breakers here, and you can see. Now, one thing with these tags, they don't fit up and down inside of where the booklet goes, so I have to lay it here. It's almost cut a little bit too long, but I don't want to cut it because, you know, it is an original game, but like I said, it's made, you know, it's made by the company Pixelheart. And again, this is a fighting game, so we're going to take a look at some of the footage here right now. So what did you think of that game? Pretty cool, huh? Another game that I happened to get from Pixelheart is this game right here, Flipshot Battle. Now, this game here, they had them, and these games are really inexpensive, 45, 50 bucks for brand new. This is kind of like a soccer. I kind of looked at it, it was kind of like Windjammers, if you guys have ever played Windjammers. You haven't played Windjammers? Take a look at this. Set. All right, so now that we've seen Windjammers, what do you think? This game, Battle Flipshot, is a lot like Windjammers. Take a look at the footage here. All right, so what do you think in the comments? Do you think this is a lot like Windjammers? Again, it's not part of the original collection, but I like to have these games available so I can play them in my Neo Geo CD collection, and not everybody, it's for them. But for me, I'm trying to gain whatever I can to keep this system alive And a lot of my friends that have been coming over to my game room have enjoyed playing like the Metal Slugs and the Windjammers and some of these other games. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Neo Geo CD game is, and maybe I'll have to pick that up next and I'll feature it in a video if I'm able to get it pretty relatively priced. Alright guys, if you like this content, consider subscribing, leave a like, comment till your heart's content, and until next time guys, keep it buzzing.